So, Coach, good evening. How scared are you of England? Well, we have a great respect. We know the strength of England. They are the champions. They have international experience in similar games, but just as it was for similar matches, we are strongly convinced and aware that we can compete against them. We have a great dream. We want to reach the final. Cecilia, what did you focus on for this match? On individuals, on the group, on one side rather than the other one? Well, good evening, everybody. I believe, as our coach said, we have prepared 100% this match in every details, like all the other matches, and of course, we will try and exploit our strengths and some of their weaknesses. Andrea, good evening. Mario Giunta, Sky Sport. So I'd like to start by asking you how you prepare for such a match, but also based on your experience, what's the recipe to play such a game? Well, I do not have any recipes. I mean, for sure, the main aspect was to recover and to find all the right energy for this match. The match will be highly physical, athletic. It is a match in which, as Cecilia was saying, we have a full focus and attention, so there is no aspect which is more important than another one. We have reached this event very well. We have a lot of courage, awareness, and we are serene, and these are the qualities which a company does so far. We are sure we have the weapons to win the match. Of course, we respect the quality of the English players. They have international experience. The players and the coach, they all have great experience. Our goal over the last few days was to recover our energy. And from the point of view of the match, if we look at statistics, they rank second for ball possession, so they keep the ball a lot. They possess the ball a lot. So what do you expect from them? Well, of course, ball possession is one of their weapons, but they're also a very vertical team. When they can release the ball, they attack the space, and they also exploit the features, especially the offensive players. They have several midfielders who invade the area. It is a team we know very well. As usually, we will, read every moment of the game. So we will try to focus on all the minutes of the game. There will be moments when we will try to be more aggressive, other moments when we will have to defend, and moments when with the ball we can change the match. So, Cecilia, you already played in 2013 in the quarterfinals. 2019, you had an injury, and so you experienced that cup in a different way. And then there were the Euros and the World Cup, which were not very successful. So you are one of the players that's been playing for so long. So what does this match, the semi-final, mean to you? Well, this is something great. Honestly, I got very emotional at the end of the match the other day. I started to cry from the moment when Kri scored. So I thought about my journey so far a lot, but I feel very, very proud of my journey, but especially about what this team is doing. And by team, I do not mean only the players and the players who are here today, because it's a journey which started long time ago with our coach. And when we talk about team, we and the coach mean us and all the people that work behind us and for us, who do an incredible job. If on the pitch we show this football and we achieve these goals, is also thanks to them. And so the greatest feeling I have is a strong pride for the team. Good evening. I have a question for Cecilia first. So we know the quality of England, but in this tournament, maybe it didn't have a continuous play. In the game against Sweden, there were serious defensive mistakes. So maybe Williamson, who's the captain, is fundamental in the defense, might not be present. So we don't know. And based on the quantity of assists, she's ranking third. So you are a player who play in the same role. Is there an England with Williamson and an England without Williamson? And does her presence can make the difference? Well, for sure, she plays a fundamental role for the team, and so her absence might have some effects on the match. But I believe that we are at a point when whoever plays doesn't make the difference. Of course, she has a fundamental role, but we cannot focus on the presence or absence of a player. So we will focus on playing our match. A question for coach. So in the last games, both in the penalties and more, there is not a strong percentage, and the goal pickers throw the ball a lot. So I'd like to know if Lara Giuliani is included in the training session. Well, I don't believe that there is a specific way to train the penalties in the training session, because there is the emotional aspect and also the physical aspect that come into play, but especially the emotional aspect, which is not the same during a training session. Of course, we, like everybody, we try to train. The girls also train penalties. We're ready for everything. Our objective is to reach the finals. We see this can happen in the 90 minutes, in the 120 minutes, or in the penalties. Of course, this is something we worked on. Laura, probably as the 11th player, will be in the list of those who will do the penalties, score the penalties. I haven't prepared the list yet, so I don't know in which position she will stay. Good evening, Andrea Cecilia. I have a question in English.
England player Jess Carter said yesterday that she had received racial abuse. Serena Wiegmann has just said this is ridiculous and disgusting. Can I get both your reactions to Jess Carter's statement and what, if at all, can be done to stop this? Grazie mille.
C'è massima solidarietà nei suoi confronti.
There is the greatest solidarity towards her and towards all violence and abuse situations. Any type of violence is not accepted, cannot be tolerated. Because of the role we play, we have a strong and huge responsibility in giving positive messages, and especially educational messages. First of all, for the children that will be the adults of tomorrow. It is a cultural campaign, a cultural battle. We have to fight all together. I don't know whether getting on the knees is enough to change this aspect, but for sure there is maximum solidarity from our side. We are ready to take part in any campaign to avoid this violence. Yes, as a player, I I can say we will not be opponent tomorrow. I hope she can play this game 100% because this is a semi-final. So I hope she can try to detach a bit from this episode. Of course, she's not the first one who's been victim of this abuse, and we have the greatest solidarity for her.
Good evening. Sorry, also a question in English.
Yep. Okay.
For you and on the players, I wanted to talk about the song "Unwritten" by Natasha Bedingfield. Kind of how you got a connection to it, who kind of created that, and what it means to you. And for you, what does music mean to this team? How does it play a role in Italy?
Well, it's a song which we decided to use in this group. I mean, it has become a symbol of our group, of this beautiful family we have established. It is one of the many moments which connect us and make us establish a very strong connection. Music plays a very important role because it creates emotions, and also science says that there are some types of music that you can, and depending on the type of music, you feel different emotions. Music is always with us, also during training sessions. There are moments when we train with music on, and I believe there can be serenity and concentration at the same time. There can be smiles and determination at the same time. And so the determination and will of the girls can go hand in hand with the music we listen to during the training session. It just adds something. I come from the men football, and often, at least in Italy, there is this kind of deprivation. So it seems that in the changing room you cannot listen to music. It is a distraction. But now I felt these new forms of knowledge with our group, with the girls, and so for sure there is a lot we have to do in order to make some methods get closer to our football. I'm talking about Italy, especially. There was the best gift. There was a beautiful gift. It was a promise, and promises have to be kept. Also, because it will be needed. Sorry, but I could not hear the question. Good evening. I have a question for both. Serena Wickman said it would not be respectful to consider England as the favorite team because Italy is playing just like we are playing, and complacency is the biggest mistake. We have seen how they can play. I believe we can do as much as we can to play against them. So what do you think about this message? Do you think this is just something she said, or she really thinks and believes in what she said? Well, if she believes in what she said, well, these statements are pleasant to us. Of course, she said it to remove some pressure. Of course, they are the champions, so of course they know how to manage everything. Of course, we like to hear these statements, we respect them, and for sure we want to play our game. Well, as I said, there is the greatest respect. These statements are nice, but we are focused on what we want to achieve. which is the final. So in such a match, well, people say there are no favorite. There are no favorite teams. Well, they are the champions. Of course, they have this burden, but we want to put on the pitch all our passion to win the game. And especially towards Norway. In the game against Norway, there were so many fans. Maybe tomorrow there will be more British fans. Is this an encouragement or not to you? Well, we are experiencing beautiful sport moments. We know that many Italian fans are coming. We know that Italians in Switzerland are very passionate, and also Italians in Italy. So the girls can feel this passion, and for sure the Italian fans will be tomorrow, will push the group to play a wonderful game. Do you have other questions? Good evening. A question for both. It is a semi-final, but it is more special because England is the champion team. Well, to us, it's a special team, of course. I discovered the statistics when we passed the quarterfinals, so the historical importance of this game is known to everybody. It is a very important game because we want to reach the final. We want to make our dream come true after the qualification against Finland. And so to us, it is an important match because it is an important step of our journey. I believe that one of our strengths was the fact that we always faced all the matches in the same way with the highest concentration, regardless of the opponent. Was it a stronger team than us or not? Well, I believe this was our strength, and this is what is guiding us. So we are playing a semi-final, and tomorrow England will play against us. Another question here.
Thank you very much. A question in English, please. My name is Christiana with the German press agency. I would like to come back to the incident with Jess Carter, or what she was talking about. Do you think that there will be a gesture tomorrow at the game? Would you offer something before the game starts in solidarity with her and all the other players who might have suffered similar incidences? Thank you.
We haven't spoken about this with the girls. As I said, we have the greatest solidarity, and as for the gestures and symbols, we will talk about them tonight. So, of course, there is the greatest solidarity, and as a coach, I will accept wherever the players decide to do. Yes, I believe that we will talk, we will discuss tonight, and our captains are dealing with this issue, and as our coach said, we are open and willing to do anything which can be necessary to give a strong message. Do you have other questions? Okay, thanks everybody.